The extended version of the DC Universe, known as DC Extended Universe, was launched in 2013, aiming to replicate Marvel Universe success with the 2012 blockbuster The Avengers, widely considered as WB's most ambitious project to date. The studio was banking on the universal appeal and name recognition of their superheroes, Batman and Superman. Christopher Nolan's The Batman trilogy, that had wrapped up in 2010, had been phenomenally successful. Dark Knight is widely considered one of the best comic book movies ever made, as fans and moviegoers alike had loved Nolan's gritty and realistic take on the Gotham's vigilante. The light and colorful Green Lantern was a huge failure, both critically and commercially. WB decided to keep the aesthetic of its extended universe similar to the Nolan trilogy. After his extraordinary success with the Batman universe, Nolan was not interested in directing another superhero movie and departed to other genres. The man chosen by WB to carry out Nolan's vision was Zack Snyder. Snyder had already directed the 12-part graphic novel The Watchmen, and the film was praised for its strong aesthetics and action scenes. Having proven himself with the genre, Snyder would now be directing the upcoming reboot of Superman, Man of Steel. WB had decided that its extended universe would be launched by its most iconic character, the Superman. Fans had last seen Superman in 2004's Superman Returns, a commercial and critical failure, and were anxious for the icon to be done justice. Henry Cavill, a British actor known for his roles in The Immortals, was cast as the lead. The film promotion budget was about $170 million, and WB marketing campaign aimed to draw Jesus parallels to the superhero. The costume was also less bright, with blue deeper and red muted. It was clear that this reincarnation of Superman was more grounded in reality, and the hardcore DC fans were divided in their response. The film was released on June 24, 2013, and the divide became deeper, with some fans loving the gritty and realistic take of the character, while others felt that the Man of Steel had ruined Superman forever. The critics were divided as well, with the movie receiving mixed reviews. To WB's relief, the movie was a commercial hit and went to gross a total of $668 million worldwide. Batman vs. Superman, despite the mixed responses to Man of Steel, DC fans and movie buffers were eager to see the DC iconic characters share the silver screen for the first time. The movie would also feature a cameo by Wonder Woman, played by Gal Gadot. Interest surrounding the casting of Bruce Wayne was sky high, as fans waited with bated breath to find out which character would be chosen to play the Caped Crusader. The casting of Batman has always been a point of contention with die-hard DC fans, and they would not forgive missteps easily. Actors that previously donned the cape include Michael Keaton, universally acknowledged as the best live-action Batman, and Christian Bale. Therefore, when popular Hollywood actor Ben Affleck was announced to play the role in 2013, ending months of speculations, the fans were apprehensive, and many took it to social media to voice their displeasure with the choice. But to the general surprise, when Batman vs. Superman came out, Affleck, perhaps wishing to redeem himself, delivered a stellar performance. But Batman vs. Superman became a box office disappointment. Wonder Woman got a Rotten Tomatoes score of 91, welcome reprieve for the DCEU. Gal Gadot's strong feminist portrayal of the Amazon princess was being hailed for breaking the stereotypes associated with women in the superworld genre. In Justice League, following Batman vs. Superman's less than stellar performance, WB higher-ups decided to change the direction of the DCEU. One of the major criticisms of Batman vs. Superman was that these movies were too dark in tone and not fun to watch. After The Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, director Zack Snyder had to step down due to a family tragedy. WB executives decided to replace him with Joss Whedon, who had directed the massively popular Avengers films. These movies were lighter in tone and full of comedic moments, and were popular with the fans as well as critics. Perhaps the audience preferred its superheroes to be not so serious all the time. So the former plans for the grittier and realistic DC universe were abandoned midway by WB in favor of a lighter tone. Justice League was released in November of 2014 and was a critical box office bomb, with worse returns than both Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. The DCEU had failed to draw audiences even with a roller coaster full of DC's most popular names. The plot was superficial at best and worst. The strides taken forward by Wonder Woman were totally obliterated as Whedon's portrayal and costumes of the Amazon warriors reduced the fierce warriors to little more than eye candy.